In this new video, I will guide you on how to make short videos using special tools and with ease. You might have come across uncomplicated video formats like the riddles you see on TikTok and Instagram Reels, which consistently garner millions of views. Our aim is to craft these types of videos. Moreover, this method can be adapted for other video formats, such as the trending short videos where individuals are asked to pick a gift, gaining substantial attention on YouTube. This approach is versatile and can be employed for virtually any video content by swapping text, photos, or video clips. We'll initiate ChatGPT and request, provide me with 30 riddles and their corresponding answers in a tabular format. To make the questions engaging, we'll include a perplexed or inquisitive emoji at the end of each query. Whenever possible, we'll also incorporate emojis in the answers. The response from ChatGPT will be, "Certainly, here are 30 riddles and their solutions." However, the output yields only 25 riddles. To complete the set, I'll request 5 more, adhering to the same structure. Now, it's time to head over to Canva for video creation. Start by navigating to the video section. Here, you have the flexibility to choose from various dimensions, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll opt for mobile video dimensions, suitable for social media platforms that favor portrait-oriented videos. As we're crafting a riddle-themed video, let's venture into the Element tab and initiate a search for riddle. By selecting the video option, you'll filter your search results to display videos exclusively. Your next step is to locate a background that complements the theme of your video. In this context, we found a maze video that aligns well with the riddle theme, and we've decided to proceed with it. Although the initial video is set at a 12-second duration, you can easily modify its length by manipulating the playback settings at the top of the screen. In this case, we've extended it to 16 seconds, providing more room for our video content. Next on our list is the addition of an overlay. You can accomplish this by simply pressing the R key on your keyboard, which will introduce a rectangular shape. From there, scale it up until it entirely covers the canvas. At the top of the screen, locate the color settings and change it to a sleek black. Furthermore, utilize the shade icon to adjust the transparency, settling on a value like 40. Moving forward, our next task is to incorporate text. Begin by clicking on the text option available on the left-hand side panel, selecting the initial choice to insert a heading. Now, drag the heading element to the desired position and fill it in with your chosen topic. In this context, it's riddles and answers. For font customization, navigate to the drop-down menu and choose your preferred typeface. I've opted for a complementary font called Paint-in-One. To enhance its visibility, increase the font size to around 64. Expanding the text border is the next step, and you can adjust its placement on the canvas. To make it more visually appealing, you have the option to introduce a background. This can be achieved by clicking on the Effect tab and selecting the background option from the available choices. While you have the flexibility to fine-tune the color and other settings, I've decided to maintain the current configuration. Moving on, I'll make a duplicate of this header element, which can be achieved by clicking the plus icon or simply pressing Ctrl+D. Then, I'll shift it downwards while removing the background overlay. To do this, navigate to the Effects section and choose None. This specific box is designated to host the riddles. Return to ChatGPT and select one of the riddles to copy and paste into this designated box. Here, I'll augment the font size to enhance its visibility, moving it upwards. If it appears too dim, I'll adjust the color to white. Moreover, you have the option to incorporate additional effects, such as a shadow or an outline. In this instance, I'll apply a black outline with an increased thickness, roughly around 73. The subsequent step involves the integration of a timer. You can opt for either a countdown timer or a progress bar. In this case, I've chosen the latter by introducing a rectangular element. Position it lower on the canvas, adjusting its size to encompass both the starting and ending points. To enhance its visibility, I'll modify the color to a shade of red. Now, let's move to the subsequent stage, which involves introducing the answer box. We can efficiently repurpose the existing text by duplicating it, utilizing the plus icon, and subsequently shifting it downward. Following this, I'll retrieve the answer from ChatGPT and paste it into the designated box. To further enhance its visibility, you have the flexibility to adjust the text border and expand its size using the provided handles. The subsequent step pertains to the incorporation of animations. We can initiate this process by commencing with the heading. Access the Animate feature at the top, affording you the opportunity to experiment with a variety of animation choices. For this demonstration, I'll opt for the pop animation and maintain it exclusively for the enter phase. We can then proceed to apply animations to the question element. In this instance, I've chosen the ascend animation, ensuring it is effective during both the enter and exit phases. Next, we'll implement an animation for the answer. Here, I've selected the burst animation, which appears more visually appealing. This animation will exclusively occur during the enter phase. Lastly, for the progress bar, I'll opt for a wiping animation, and to enhance the viewer experience, I'll reduce the speed, providing individuals with ample time to contemplate and respond to the riddle. Now, when I hit the play button, you'll notice that everything appears simultaneously, which is not the desired effect. To address this, I'll take the following steps. First, I'll click on the progress bar. To access the necessary settings, I can either click on the three dots icon or right-click using my mouse, bringing up the menu. From there, I'll select Show Timing. This action will unveil a secondary layer. It's worth noting that Canva currently lacks a separate layer for additional elements. To achieve the desired effect, I aim to have the progress bar start loading after a portion of, or perhaps all, the questions have been displayed. Therefore, I'll pause the video at this point and manipulate the handle from the starting point to align with the current position of the playhead. Afterward, I'll resume the video playback. I also want the progress bar to conclude loading around this juncture. Thus, I'll shift the handle from the endpoint to match the current position. Now, the point where the progress bar stops loading coincides with the moment the question disappears, making way for the answer to be revealed. To align this properly, I'll adjust the handle at the question's endpoint to meet the playhead. Simultaneously, I'll perform a similar adjustment for the answer, ensuring it's well-timed. Additionally, I'll reposition the answer to be centrally aligned. Upon playback, you can observe the desired outcome. It appears visually satisfying and synchronized. The subsequent step involves navigating to the app section located on the left side of the interface and initiating a search for bulk. Once you've located the desired application, proceed to create the initial result and select the option for Enter Data manually. To begin, it's essential to clear the existing table. You can do this by utilizing the trash icon situated below the table. Now, return to ChatGPT to copy the data you require. Ensure that you commence the selection process from the heading and drag your cursor downward to copy the initial set of 25 riddles. Upon returning to Canva, locate the first available box labeled with the T icon and paste the copied data. If you require an additional row, simply click on the last block, and a new row will appear below. To complete the data input process, return to ChatGPT and copy the remaining 5 riddles, omitting the heading, and then paste them into the last row on Canva. A noteworthy point to consider is that if you wish to alter the background clip for each riddle, it's not currently possible within this platform. However, I will provide an alternative method shortly. Nevertheless, if your intention is to incorporate multiple images or photos, this can be achieved by selecting the Add Image option at the top of the interface. Once you've reviewed this and are comfortable with the process, proceed by clicking Done. The following step involves establishing the connection with the data. To achieve this, begin by selecting the question element, either by right-clicking or clicking on the 3 dots menu. Next, choose the Connect Data option. Here, you will be prompted to choose the relevant value, which is the riddle. Reiterate this process for the answer, selecting the appropriate value, answer. Now, click on Continue on the left-hand side, and you'll have an overview of all the riddles at your disposal. If there are any specific riddles you wish to exclude, you can do so by unchecking them using the provided checkboxes. Following this, click on Generate 30 pages to proceed with the content creation. The system will then generate the 30 pages, and you'll retain the flexibility to edit each one to your preferences. While it may initially appear as if the elements are overlapping, the final video presentation won't reflect this issue. To obtain your video, click on the Download option located at the upper right corner, enabling you to select and download each page as needed. To address the issue of altering the video, you can employ the following workaround. Begin by navigating to each page and identify the video you wish to utilize. For instance, if you're searching for a specific video, like one with a question mark, located on the page. Subsequently, attempt to move one of the videos to serve as the new background. However, it's important to note that this process may not be entirely straightforward due to the presence of an overlay on the page. When such an overlay is present, the replacement of the background won't happen automatically when you attempt to drag the video. Allow me to clarify further. If there were no overlay on the page, you could readily delete the overlay element, allowing for a swift replacement of the background with the desired video. But in cases where an overlay is present, you should adopt an alternative method. Instead of dragging, click on the video clip situated on the left-hand side. Following this, select the three dots menu and opt for the Replace Background option. You can then replicate this process for each individual page, ensuring that the desired video is utilized as the background for your content. Don't forget to press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button. Thank you for watching.